As you can see, Kryoscorch makes a huge impact in Elestrals Frostfall with a go big and go home strategy. Let's talk about it. If for some reason you've been sleeping under Tyratlus's rock, we are doing reveals every single day until our Frostfall pre-orders open on April 5th, and of course Shadow Stars subscribers get it one day early, so don't miss out on that. We've got first edition up on the store, including all of our awesome accessories now, binders, playmats, deck boxes, acrylic cases, and more. Let's talk about Kryoscorch, man, because I know this is one of the most highly anticipated reveals for Frostfall, and for good reason. First things first is we have baby Cryoling here, which was revealed like a year ago. Cryoling gets +1 attack for every Frost Spirit in your underworld. When Cryoling has 6 or more attack during your main phase, that could be through its own effect or through cards like Necklace of Harmonia, you have to either destroy it or special ascend it to Cryovern from your hand or deck. So this thing can act as a pretty strong beater in the early game, but your main priority is getting those Frost Spirits to the underworld, getting Cryoling to ascend once it hits 6 attack, and then you bring out Cryovern, which was previously revealed, but not its effect. It is a 7/4, and it has an effect that says during your draw phase, you can discard your entire hand, but you have to have at least one card in order to special ascend Cryovern into Kryoscorch from your deck. So you got to have it in your deck. You got to be able to go into it. You can do that after you draw your card. So you draw your card, and then you make the decision if you want to activate Cryovern's effect. And then you go into the big boy himself, Kryoscorch. Kryoscorch sports an incredible 14 attack stat, and it is 2 frost and 1 fire, the big curveball with 5 defense, and it has an insane effect when you special ascend this Kryoscorch. So when you go from Cryovern into Kryoscorch with a special ascend, you must destroy every rune on the field, including your opponent's. Then you have your active effect where you can expend your entire spirit deck. Yes, if you have 5 spirits, 1 spirit, 20 spirits, you expend your whole spirit deck. I guess you couldn't technically have 20. And then you can force your opponent to expend 5 spirits as a result of that. So you can imagine just how crazy this is, right? You get your Cryovern out. In the draw phase, you discard your hand, you throw out Kryoscorch, you blow up all the runes in the field, then you can burn them for 5, and then you can attack. This thing in the late game is absolutely devastating. I think Kryoscorch is going to make a huge splash in Frostfall. This is one Elestral you do not want to miss out on. And it goes without saying that it does have a starter deck, much like Emperowatt. These starter decks do feature 3 booster packs as well, so you have a chance to add to your deck. This deck is really fire, man. I'm super excited about it. We'll talk more about the starter decks next week, but I'm really excited to reveal Kryoscorch and the Kryoscorch starter deck. And as if that reveal was not enough, I thought it'd be fun to show you guys the Stellar that will be available in the Kryoscorch starter deck, and that is Stellar Cryoling. This is one of my faves, man. I gotta get me one of these. We go with the orange color palette on it, and it is beautiful, man. I think this orange Cryoling is so good, flying through a cave, kind of, you know, getting that frost breath ready to rock. This thing is so sick, and definitely a card you want to pick up for Frostfall when those pre-orders open on the 5th. I want to thank everybody who's been sharing the love about Elestrals. We got a big pre-order coming on April 5th. You do not want to miss it. Kryoscorch gonna headline Frostfall and a lot of Frost decks moving forward. This thing is a beast. All or nothing. Both starter decks have that kind of motif to them. You bring them out and you just deal massive damage, and it's going to be a lot of fun to play with these because, again, Kryoscorch in the mid to late game can just straight up win. I can't wait to see what kind of decks you guys come up with. This is a really awesome Ascension line. Frostfall is going to be nuts, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Join our Discord server to join the discussion, discord.gg/Elestrals, and check out everyone's comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on Kryoscorch, Cryoling, and Cryovern, and I'll see you guys on the next reveal.